Hi, Cheryl Mays from Rise and Shine CF. Thank you for joining me for Thinking Lean Six Sigma. This is an opportunity to look at where we are in this crisis that we're in and look forward on how to remain sustainable. And using Lean Six Sigma is one of the opportunities for you to be able to do that. And every day at Rise and Shine CF, I come live to share with you in plain talk how to understand Lean Six Sigma and how it can be beneficial for your company. And so today I want to just do a recap of what we talked about this morning. We were going through the driving forces of using Lean Six Sigma, and we had already talked about in a previous video about the staff. Now we are at the point of the actual method, the DMAIC method: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Now, organizations, sometimes they have is this problem where you solve the same problems over and over again. And what Lean Six Sigma does is it gives it a sustainability process that allows people to be able to continue the improvement plans that are actually being implemented. And so it is truly one of the most effective problem solving methods that's ever used. And it does four things. Number one, it confirms the nature and extent of a problem. It identifies what that problem is using data and facts. It also allows you to find solutions and improvements. It allows you to enhance your employees' capabilities, and it allows you to put a control mechanism in place that will allow for that sustainability factor that will allow you to retain your customers, increase your employees' capabilities, and lower your costs without increasing your price. And what it's about is looking for areas of waste. And one of the the only way that they do this through Lean Six Sigma is we use what's called the DMAIC model. Now, I am a Lean Six Sigma black belt professional, and I love looking at this because of the process opportunities where you get to look and see where you have areas that can be improved upon that will allow you to add more value to your customer. And that's what you want, because remember, your customer is looking at you and comparing you to every other business in the marketplace, and they're determining whether or not you fulfill their needs based on their definition of quality, their definition of a appropriate delivery, as well as a reasonable cost. That's what they consider to be a value. And once you've found out what that value element is, you now have the ability to solve and make sure you are actually fulfilling what they consider to be a value. And so this sequence of activities, which is what DMAIC is, it is a sequence of activities that will allow you and your team to effectively look at what the issues are, come up with solutions, solve them, and put an improvement plan in place that will allow individuals to sustain that. And so if we break it down and define, this is where your team actually, along with management, comes up with what are some of those potential issues. Now, everything in Lean Six Sigma is going to be based on fulfilling the strategic objective. So finding out what are some of those issues that are underlying. And then to go through the measuring process where you actually now start collecting the data. You start doing that, you start plotting, making a process map so that you can actually see how department to department does that handoff and how person to person has a handoff. So now you have this data as to what that looks like. You also have now the analyzing stage where you now will look at that data and make sense of it. Is it, you want to make sense of it and see where the delays are, where the waste is, where is the poor quality. And this allows you to now start looking at real causes. So you want to analyze that data, and then you start to look at potential improvements to the issues. And so as you're starting to look at these improvements that are going to eliminate your waste, it's going to reduce your cost, and it's also linked to that define stage. So again, what you define to be your issue is going to be resolved in the improvement stage. And then there is the final stage, which is that control piece. Now, here's where the sustainability factor comes in. And it allows you to understand all of the gains that were made. And what it does is it causes for training, it causes for high levels of communication, it causes for individuals, leaders, to keep it on their radar so that no one forgets and they don't backslide and go back to doing what they were doing, because it's going to be a pattern interruption for some individuals. But through communication, you're going to help them to understand that this pattern interruption is going to be beneficial for everyone. And that's what you want. You want them to have an understanding of why this program is so important to the company. And if you use Lean Six Sigma properly, you will do exactly what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to retain your customers. And you're going to do that because you're going to find solutions to what they deem to be issues. It is going to enhance your employee capabilities. That's going to happen because your employees that are on your teams are going to be developed. They're going to learn how to think like leaders. They're going to learn how to think globally and how to look at the strategic goals and the customers. It's all about customer first thinking. And then the other piece, the final piece that it's going to do is it's going to increase your profit margin. Because when you eliminate waste, you can make just as much money as if you increase your prices. And what you're doing by eliminating the waste is you're answering to your customers without them going, oh, here comes another price increase. You actually have the ability to make this happen. So I would encourage you to look at the past videos. Find out if you truly understand Lean Six Sigma. I am available through my website, www.rising-and-shining.com. Feel free to contact me there. You can contact me through Facebook, through LinkedIn, any one of those social media aspects you can actually contact me through. I would love to have a conversation with you, a consultation where we can just talk about it so that I can answer any questions that you might have. My name is Cheryl Mays from Rise and Shine CF, thinking lean, using Lean Six Sigma to help you create a substantial improvement plan that has sustainability, even in these times of crisis. Think about it. Give me a call. I look forward to talking with you again.